The carbon cycle begins with the sun. The sun provides the necessary energy for plants to go through the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process in which plants will take carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere and water from the ground to create glucose and oxygen. The oxygen is released into the atmosphere while the glucose stays inside the plants to be used as energy later on. Plants also will go through the process of respiration. This process releases amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere that are much less than the amount of oxygen that plants release through photosynthesis. Eventually, over time, plants will die, get covered up with ground, and buried. Over millions of years, they will be compressed into fossil fuels like coal and oil. Animals enter the carbon cycle by eating plants. This is how they gain their energy. Eventually, animals die and will be decomposed. Through the process of decomposition, there is a small amount of carbon dioxide that is released into the atmosphere. Animals, just like plants, will eventually get buried, compressed, and turned into coal. This process takes millions of years and is what makes coal a non-renewable resource. Eventually, humans come along and take part of the largest carbon reserve that we have, which is our fossil fuels. Humans burn the carbon, which releases large amounts of CO2 into the atmosphere. This large amount of CO2 can cause the planet to warm and eventually kill animals. On the opposite end of the spectrum, there could be not enough CO2 in the atmosphere, which could cause cooling. Now on to the ocean, which is the world's largest carbon reserve. Carbon is absorbed into the water through the atmosphere. The carbon dioxide in the water can then be absorbed by crustaceans to be used in their shells. Eventually, crustaceans will die, go to the bottom of the ocean, and get turned into limestone. This limestone can then be eroded and turned back into carbon, which can be released back through the water or into the atmosphere. Warming of waters by volcanic eruption or any other means can also cause the carbon dioxide in the water to then come out of the water and back into the atmosphere. Carbon is found in 4 organic compounds: carbohydrates, fats, proteins, and DNA. The 2 largest carbon storage areas are the oceanic sediment and continental rocks. Other storage areas include carbon that is in dead and alive animals and also dead plants. Two major interventions of the carbon cycle are both caused by humans, one of which is depleting trees faster than they can reproduce and adding CO2 by burning fossil fuels and also wood.